Alrighty. What's poppin', Duelyst? What's poppin', Duelyst? Besides my microphone, because I just clicked record and instantly started talking instead of waiting until the static passes. It's been a while since I had that. It's been a while. So what are you guys looking at the screen? What are you guys looking at? What the fuck is this? No, this is something that if you guys don't remember, this man right here.
What's going on, Duelyst? It's Team Absolute Trash here with Rodolfo Jimenez doing stunt.
Yeah, this man. This is what he let me use for a tournament, and I'm currently holding it right here because I just took it. This deck is something. It plays like two decks. That's the easiest way to explain what the fuck is going on. You're playing one deck for the first half of the game, which is like the first 3 turns, and then you're playing a different deck for the rest of the duel, which is another like 2 to 3 turns. So what exactly do you play? Well, you play Burning Abyss for 3 turns and then Infernoid. It's fucking weird. But let's tell you guys what my spread is here. One of each big ass Infernoid, because if you were to play any more of the other, you would have to also play more of the other, and that would just make a really big deck. And this isn't EDH. We don't need a big deck. Two Atondel suits, 2 Sightsmiths, because these 2 are the only good Infernoids, okay? Unless you really want to drop 3 for Onunku and Deviati, which you only ever drop these if your opponent has no more back row. Atondel and Sightsmiths, if you guys have played Infernoids, have played against them, these are the 2 that do the most damage. You get one nigga that attacks twice, and the other dude gets rid of cards without targeting. The obligatory Petrulia, you have to play at least 1, or 2, or 3. For our sake, it's only 1 because it's a level 4, and it really doesn't do much besides send fodder for a Decatron, or I get rid of a free card or bait out free back row. 3 Harmadic, it's a level 3. And that's the only reason we play more Harmadics, is because it's a level 3, and then the 1 Antra. You never know when you need to send Antra for Decatron in the mix. So again, 3 Decatron and 3 Harmadic. It's a very small Infernoid engine. It's very small intentionally because you're not going to be playing Infernoids the entire time. You're only going to play them at the final turns of a duel. And so let's go to the Burning Abyss side. Well, we play 1 Calcab, 1 Libic, 1 Alec, and 1 Sir, and 1 Graph. And it's BA. It's the standard BA engine no matter what. You get multiple Skarms, and I don't like triple Farfa because I love Farfa's effect, and I would love it, if it were to go off. But seeing as how it's the only good Burning Abyss remaining that's more than 1, I guess we might as well play 3. And I do have some explaining to do here. Why I do the 3-2-1 for the Phantom Knight side of the deck. It's because Cloak and Gloves are a normal summon, and if you look at the deck, our normal summons are Tour Guide, Rhino Warrior sometimes, Decatron, and the various BA monsters, and Terratop if you're willing to go that far. It's a lot of normal summons in this deck, and we want to reduce that. We want to reduce that with making not as many compromises as we should. So I guess I can see how you play Ancient Cloak. And only 4 fucking spells. It's all that matters. Regeki's nothing in his deck. And 3 Dongblades, because there's 3 Dongblade. And the extra deck is what you'd expect. It's a mix of BA and a mix of Infernoid extra deck. You got your Dantes, you got your Beatrice, your Dark Rebellion, your Omega, and your Scarlight. Now, let me just say this. It's either one or the other, but since this deck is already what the fuck is going on, I might as well just play 2. This was supposed to be a Stardust Spark, if I remember, but Scarlight is pretty nasty. So I'm going to do something very, very different for you guys. The reason why this video is going to be longer than 5 minutes, I hope. I actually managed to get some duels. Some good ones, because 90% of the duels were either quits or really, really unfortunate and boring matches. Now, don't get me wrong, this deck does brick, but I gotta make myself look good for YouTube, so I'm only gonna put the games I want. But again, this deck is a clusterfuck. You're never gonna win most of your games with this deck, unless you get a side deck, which is literally 3 Vanity's Fiends. So, without further ado, let's watch the duels. And by let's watch, I'm just gonna play some shit music that I found on the internet. You can figure out the song name. It's pretty easy to figure it out. It's the loser's anthem. So I will see you duelists later.